Hello, trade pros. Good morning. Welcome to morning market update for this beautiful Monday, August the 3rd. It's a new day, it's a new month, and it is a new opportunity as well for day traders. As you guys could see, I have a professional haircut. I was laughing about that with Reese. Got a haircut on Saturday. It feels good. It was odd. It was a weird experience. Masks, we couldn't with one another, couldn't really talk as well. The cover that they put on people when they cut the hair to collect the clippings, I guess, or the hair fallings. It was plastic. It was made out of like literally one of those white garbage bags cut apart because it had to be one-time use. It couldn't be reusable. Very interesting experience. It was fun. Or green juice. This is all celery. So let's rock and roll. Let's talk about a few things. We got a lot to cover in today's morning market update. White House Chief of Staff Meadows said that there's still a long way to go in the coronavirus relief negotiations. All right, and the discussions on Saturday, I just wipe my hand here, were a step in the right direction, even though he's not optimistic of reaching a long-term deal. So, that deal didn't really come through. And the deal is an extension of stimulus that we're talking about because the $600 paycheck program is over effectively as of the 1st of August. So that ended in July. So a lot ended with that last month, okay, with the end of July. And it's going to be interesting to see how we carry this momentum forward. Markets are finding new highs. They're not all-time highs, but S&P's at an overnight high currently, close to it at 86, close to an R1 level, quite a bit of a rally overnight from around the US, or the London Open rather, around 3 a.m., but it picked up around 5:42 a.m. Eastern time, and it's just been bidding up. All right. Secretary Steven Mnuchin said that the White House is agreeing that unemployment is necessary, but does not want to overpay people, and suggests that they have to be careful with the approach to this. Okay, not to pile on enormous debt for future generations. I had a good laugh at that. It's like, oh, now you care about not piling on enormous debt for future generations. So basically, this is it. GOP wants to have some kind of unemployment support. They don't want it to be $600. They want it to be $200. All right. The Democratic side wants a $600 benefit. That's where they're disagreeing. Nancy Pelosi said that. I almost called her baloney. It's Monday. I haven't spoken a lot over the weekend. I had a really chill one. All right. Nancy Pelosi says that Trump is standing in the way of enhanced unemployment benefits. And she also said Americans need $600 per week in an unemployment aid during the pandemic. She's saying we need that $600 paycheck. Trump, we ain't going to get a deal done with that. And with that, Congress now in recess, so we ain't going to get anything. This week, we proceed with regular order flow and news trade. In addition to this, there's been some tension between China and the U.S. Mike Pompeo said that he'll announce measures shortly that go beyond just this TikTok. TikTok's been in the news a lot lately, but he said there's going to be measures shortly against an array of Chinese-owned companies deemed to pose national security risks. All right. Again, this is extending beyond this whole TikTok fiasco. And China obviously said it's firmly opposing that. It says, we don't like that idea. So there could be a lot of tension and pressure building up this week. I would say that the outlier would be a potential for some kind of escalation or de-escalation, which will be the market mover. I don't know which one it'll be. You got to listen close. But this week seems like it's China-U.S. relations week. Keep an eye out on that. All right. With Congress out, I don't think a deal is going to be reached for the stimulus plan. So that gets pushed off to next week. All right. In terms of TikTok, Microsoft's got 40 days to hash out a deal with TikTok. That's set by the White House. So we give you 45 days, figure it out. The CEO of Microsoft said he talked to Trump and the administration and asked for the blessing for the deal, and confirmed that TikTok's purchase would not just be for the U.S., but Canada, Australia, and New Zealand also. All right, but there's no real details yet as to the price, how it'll look, the transition. All right, we're missing a lot of info that would be very hard to come to in 45 days, but the discussions are ongoing, so that's an interesting fact as well. All right, all this so far isn't really direct market drivers for this morning. There aren't any news flows that are super bullish, yet the S&P 500 is getting on board a rally here to start the next month of August. All right. Markets in Asia, Japan's up 2.25%. Hong Kong's down 0.5%. China's up 1.75%. India is down 1.64. So Asian markets, for the most part, pretty bullish to start out the week. That bullishness transpired into London. London's up 0.5%. Paris is up almost 1%. Frankfurt is up 1.86%. So that bullishness then transpired into the U.S. markets this morning. So we went from Asia to London, then over to the United States. Remember, an Asia market always opens first. That's why it's important to listen to the news out there. And that momentum can kind of, I don't want to use a hurricane example because there is one at the moment, but like an avalanche, it picks up steam, it goes. All right. And here we are in the U.S., pretty much flat for the majority overnight, but the 32.70 was the close of Friday. Now we're up about 15, 16 handles off that level. Watch that. I think today, even though we're opening strong, I think there's going to be a little bit of selling into the start of August. All right. And we got a busy week in economic news as well. We'll talk about that in a second. Crude oil is down 1.3. Gold is flat for the day. Bitcoin's down 0.75%, still above 11,000. This morning in the news, we'll see PMI manufacturing index, very important, and ISM at 10:45. So PMI manufacturing is at 9:45. ISM is then at 10 a.m. All right. And then also top of that, we have construction spending. The news for this week, though, is pretty abundant. There's going to be a lot of it. ISM data today, like I said, tomorrow, not much. Wednesday it picks up. We have ISM non-manufacturing PMI at 10 a.m. We also have the ADP non-farm payroll number at 8:15. Okay, this is going to be like the precursor to the more important jobs report this Friday, but still an interesting number. Could be a market mover, may not. It's just more of a data point for Friday than it is a market mover for Wednesday. All right, so we're not necessarily out there trading the ADP report. Okay, Thursday, we have unemployment claims. They've been ticking up lately, and Friday is the big day of the week. We have the non-farm payrolls, all right, in Canada and the U.S. We're going to see average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and the unemployment rate, those three things. And there's so much more data behind that report, but the best way to trade that is to trade it with us. 8:15 on Friday, we're going to go live in the Elite Room, and we're going to trade this report. Last time, a few people caught 20, 30 handles off of this report. Very important for the market. Very pivotal data point. Everybody's watching it. Investors, traders, Robinhooders, anyone who's really kind of got their feet in the markets will be interested in this number. It's super important. That's on Friday at 8:30. Okay. It's kind of the week ahead. That's what's driving markets this morning. Keep an eye out for any news and an ear out for any updates on China-U.S. tensions and Mike Pompeo's intention to actually extend this action beyond TikTok. See what happens. See what the Chinese response is. All right, be careful this week. Start out slow, and it's always easier to shift gears up on the engine than it is to shift down, the downshift. You guys know that nowadays manual cars aren't really that. They're not really that saturated in the market. Most people prefer an automatic. For my S63 AMG, I wanted to have it manual with like a gearbox. And the guy goes, "You got the paddle shifters." I'm like, "That's not the same." He goes, "Man, transmissions these days will smoke your shifting." It's like, you're not going to shift nearly as fast or efficiently as an automatic transmission. And I said, "All right, give me the car and shut up." It's probably true. It's not about how efficient it is, right? I'm not out there drag racing. You don't drag race in a 63. It's kind of a business class car. You just chill out and relax. But I just like that feel of the gears. Anyone that remembers that feel of the gears that drives standard ever has, it's easier to shift up than it is to shift down. You don't even need the clutch to shift up. All right. So I'll tell you this, start out on first gear, go to second, go to third with market conditions. You don't want to start out on sixth gear and there's a red light right in front of you. All right. It's so much harder. It's going to lead to a crash. So that's my advice for you today. It's the first day of the first month. For trading wise, at least start slow, work your way up if opportunity comes up. If not, don't force it. It's August. August is statistically the slowest month of the year. All right. A lot of people take vacations in August. And, even though you don't think they're going to take a vacation because of COVID-19 and you can't travel, there are companies legislate or mandate that you have to take a certain amount of time off every year. When I worked for the bank, it was 1 week every year. You had to do it. All right. They'd force you to do it. But this is your vacation. You're taking it. So, I still think people take vacation and are not going to look at the computer. I think with being at home so much this year, you're going to want to just get out a bit and go for walks, do whatever. So August, slow month, summer doldrums. Be careful. Tailor your expectations. This is a month that statistically every year, if you make the least day trading, you're not going to be shocked. That's expected. All right. I've given you the cautionary tone. We're kicking on off the month of August. Now let's look for some opportunity and absolutely smash it. Tony, I don't know if you should be buying Microsoft. Do you want to buy it as an investor? Do you want to buy it for a trader? What's your outlook on it? Do you own any right now? Right? There's a lot of questions. Should we be buying Microsoft now is a tough question to answer without knowing any background. Anyone who does answer it is doing it unresponsibly with no intention to see you do better. So remember that. All right. Love you guys. Be good. Have a great rest of your day. And I got to move this box out of the way. This is from our old office. Oh, I know what that is. I haven't even settled in yet after my move. We moved in, had a couple weeks, got some DVT action going. And now I'm finally feeling better. Love you guys. Have a great day on YouTube. See you tomorrow. All the best. Good luck. Good trading. Over and out. Ciao. Boxy, let's set up some trades on oil. And then Vicky, let's talk about the equity market. And let's trade in the room, guys. You guys are going to smash it today. I got a good feeling. Take care, YouTube. We'll catch you tomorrow. Let me host you up, kind.